What's up, guys? Weather Wednesday coming at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today I want to talk to you about Thor and how he helped me create my best Hydra team ever. This is my nightmare team, and I did try a few different combinations, but what worked was I just took Newt out of the team and I put in Thor, and it increased my damage by about 50 million. About 50 million on my best team ever. Now, I think with Newt, I was able to get maybe up to a little over 200 million like one time, but normally it's like 180 million, 190 million on a really good week. But this team, one try, and I got 244 million damage, and I hit the turn limit, which means I could have done more. Now, it probably won't work every time because toward the end I was getting champions eaten, and I'd have to free them, and I'd get another champion eaten, and have to free them. I'd have 2 or 3 champions eaten at a time, and quite frankly, if they eat my damage dealers consecutively, that kind of ends the run. That's what tends to happen, but that's not till the last 150 turns or something that happens. But I was able to get through it this time. I got 244.68 million damage. Now, I know that there are, of course, players that have much better teams, but there are also players who don't have this good of a team. So what I'm really trying to showcase is that he is a good damage dealer. He can help out a ton of people in Hydra. He's great, and apparently he's better than Newt, which kind of makes sense. As good as Newt is, he is a max HP damage dealer, which means no matter how well you build him, he can only do so much damage in one turn. So what did I do to make my Thor great? Well, first of all, I did the Feyhammer Titan event, which means I got the 5-star soul. That's incredibly important. Now, he'll be good without the 5-star soul, but he's a lot better with the 5-star. Now, if I got him to 6-star, which of course they don't make that available without having to do some work in other areas, but he's still really good. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the build for my Thor. I can show you the basic builds on the other champions at the end, but this is a Thor showcase here. So as you can see, I put him in lethal and cruel because he is an attack-based champion. So having the extra 15% attack from the cruel, having the ignore defense on both the lethal and the cruel, means that it's a pretty powerful combination. Now, I did not particularly put a lot of accuracy on him, but it doesn't matter. Like, with the way the team is set up, I don't need this decreased speed from him because I'm getting it from Estrid. So I wasn't worried about getting super high accuracy. He has okay accuracy when you factor in my Hydra bonuses. I put in, I don't do a ton of live arena. I play maybe 2-3 days a week. I wish I had time every day, but it's at awkward times of the day for me. But most of my bonuses when I do play live arena go toward Hydra. So that gets him an extra 27% crit damage. It gets him an extra 56 accuracy, gets him an extra 16 speed, all that. So in the end, he's got 51k HP. He's still a little bit squishy. He does die several times, which is why I need Molly in there so that she can not only get the provokes, but she also does the revive when one of my champions dies, and unfortunately they do die sometimes. but he's got 6,430 attack, so that's pretty good. I know that there are probably players out there with 8, 9, 10,000 attack on him or whatever, but give me a break. I'm not a Kraken here. I've just been playing for a little over 3 years, so I have some okay gear, but you know, I don't have like 10,000 attack kind of a gear. But I do have 101% crit rate and 338% crit damage. Now, I do get 27% from the area bonuses, and I got 38% from the blessing. So a lot of it comes from that, but I'd say it's a pretty good build. There are better builds, there are worse builds. The point is, build him to the best of your ability, whatever your account is at. Maybe you're only attacking normal Hydra, maybe you're working your way up, maybe you're progressing. Maybe somehow you're a Kraken or whale and for some reason you accidentally watched one of my videos. That's okay, we're all having a good time. I've got him in crit damage gauntlets with the crit damage bonus there. I've got him in attack with an attack percentage bonus. And I have him in speed boots. And I kept the HP percentage bonus for 2 reasons. One is I'm completely out of chaos dust, so there's nothing I could do about it. And the other is the HP percentage does kind of keep him alive a little bit, so I didn't mind that too much. So, and then I've got him in an attack banner as well. You could, if you want that decreased speed on your team, which is a good thing to have. I already have it through Esther, like I said, so I didn't need it from him. But if you want it, you could throw on I would rather throw it on an accuracy banner, I think, over having an accuracy chest plate. I don't know if it really matters, but yeah, I think that's a pretty significant difference, actually. So yeah, I would put on the accuracy banner if you absolutely had to, but I prefer not to do that. And of course, I've got crit damage on the amulet, and I've got attack on the ring as well. So that is how he's built. He did a ton of damage. I think I can show what everybody did. If not, I just happen to remember. Let's see. Yes, okay. He did 75 million damage, and so did Artak. But Artak has, as you can see, he's got the cursed set on, so that's why he's getting those extra numbers from damage that actually other champions do. And then Supreme Gaelic also at 57k. So that makes Thor currently my best Hydra damage dealer. Better than the Void Legendary. Now, maybe that has something to do with the build. Maybe it has something to do with the 5 stars that I have on him. Now, as far as the other builds, I've got Marishka's just built for Arena. So she's got speed and stone skin. Estrid I actually have built for damage with Perception Savage and apparently a pinpoint set I must have put on recently. Molly, I've got him in her in triple perception. I was thinking about trying to put some damage on her. That might be difficult to accomplish, but I might try that out. See if I can improve this team even a little bit more. Artak, I do have on a little bit of pinpoint, cursed and perception. And then I've got Relentless and Perception on my Supreme Gaelic. And put that all together. And it's my best Hydra run ever. I mean, it was almost a 1 key for Hydra Clash. I've done 2 of my runs, and that puts me at, let's see, what was I looking at here? 1.32 billion damage. I haven't run my brutal team. I ran a hard team, which did pretty well this week. I have some deciding to do on what I want to do with Newt. The thing that I like about Newt is that he is so good with his A3 at making sure that my champions get freed up when they get swallowed. That's what I really, really liked about him. So maybe I fit him into my brutal team. Maybe I wait a week and see if I can squeeze him into my hard team instead. But I still have my brutal run to do, and it'll probably be my best Hydra clash ever. I don't have one of those Wixwell teams, thankfully, because it might get nerfed. I have all the champions. I have the gear. I don't have the patience for figuring out exactly how those Wixwell teams work. So I will take these results. It's pretty good. So obviously, I did my Hydra run. I can't redo it, so I can't show you that run. And quite frankly, watching Hydra runs sometimes can be a bit boring. So what I will do instead, so that you can see him in action, is show you in Minotaur's Labyrinth and show you that he can actually solo. Now, obviously, you don't want to solo. You don't want to use food. What you want to do is build up your other champions that you want masteries on, using him as the only damage dealer. So none of these other champions have any gear on, just Thor. And I know that he can solo it because I finished up his masteries before they were even done as a solo, but I will go ahead and show you this run. It takes something like 30 seconds. He can do it in like 20 seconds if he actually is just doing it solo, but like I said, you don't want to do that. Okay, so here's the run. I don't know if I've actually done this run on the PC before. I know I've done it on my phone, so I don't know how long it actually takes on the PC. Maybe it's faster, I don't know. But as you can see, he either one or two shots the waves. He's onto the final round fairly quickly. And unfortunately, you kind of have to wait for your food champions to, well, not food champions, excuse me, the other champions that you are leveling to get through a turn or so, and then he finishes up. So this run happened to be 34 seconds, and I'm trying to level up all these other champions. You might recognize this other fusion that I hope to be able to use someday, but are we ever getting that other dog that they alleged they were going to come out with? We'll see. We'll see when I actually end up using any of these champions, but I want to level them up, and quite frankly, it's nice having a champion that can do all the mastery work himself and do all of that training, so you're not wasting any XP, so that you can level up all those champions. So that's it. That is my Thor. I'm really impressed with him. I'm not sure where else I would use him yet. I haven't really tried him out anywhere else. Obviously Curse City, obviously faction wars or whatever. I don't know. I haven't really seen him used effectively in Arena yet. Maybe somebody is. Maybe he's being used in other dungeons. I don't know. I just know that he's really good in Hydra. So, if you need a Hydra damage dealer, I think he's your guy, because he's my guy. Cruel and lethal, there you go. Let me know if you have built him, if you built him differently, if you have other ideas, if you can see areas where perhaps my build could use improvement. Let me know. I'm just really impressed with Thor. I'm so glad that I went for him. Even though he did drain me dry, I made a video about that I just came out with, about how I'm not doing the next fusion because I put so many resources into getting the Feyhammer Titan event done and the fusion done. But I am so glad. I am so glad that I have him 5-star, because he is truly crushing it. Oh, I forgot to mention one last thing. Two last things, actually. Crushing Rend, if you have him in 5-star. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Here are his masteries. If you feel like copying them, there you go. I copied them from somebody else. I don't personally put a lot of thought into masteries. I tend to just copy somebody else who knows what they're doing with masteries. I have a general idea of what I want to do, but I don't put any brain thought into the masteries. I just kind of steal other people's ideas. That's just how I roll. Sorry. So I stole these masteries from somebody else, and you can steal them from me as well. And we won't tell anybody who we stole them from because I don't remember. Somebody smarter than me. So there you go. There is my Thor Feyhammer. He's great. Enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Weiler Wednesday. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Raid Shadow Legends content. See ya.